Hello and welcome. The past few days has been eventful and I decided to stay back and watch events as they unfold. But before I start anything, let me at this point declare my unfettered commitment henceforth to the development of Niger Delta indigenous people. And let me also again say, before I do that, I have come to meet my people of the Niger Delta region with full custody of our tradition. The people of Edo, the people of the Urhobo nation, the people of the Calabar nation, the Ijaw nation, Ijaw, and all the great nations that are included in the Niger Delta region. I am your son. I come with humility. Lend me your ears and listen to me. I have brought cola. They say he who brings cola brings life. Please accept what I'm going to tell you, for we are in a dire situation and this is a time for greater understanding, greater strategy, and greater tact. If you accept this cola, give me permission to eat from it. He said, oh. After the video, I shall send the cola nuts that our toils that we are toiling and the enemy that seeks to destroy us, that God and our ancestors will give us the right frame of mind to combine our strategy to defeat a common enemy. So, now, in the last video I made, they said I held a glass of drink, and that was bad. It's a pity how people can make you throw away your culture. This is Ogogoro. It's proudly associated with my culture. The name, this is exactly what they did to Jonathan. They said he drinks Ogogoro and he becomes drunk. And they make you feel as if your tradition is worse than their, or your tradition is not what you should be proud of. The Ogogoro is a link to my tradition. It is a corrupt pronunciation of Ogogoro. That means the strength of the palm wine. Over many years, Ogogoro became Ogogoro. We use this to commune with our ancestors. When our loved one dies, we don't bury them outside. We bury them inside the home so that our connection to our loved one continues. And that is why when we pray, to tell them that they are not left out. This one is Ogogoro. It is mixed with the root. It's my tradition. I'm very, very proud of it. You can go and say it is rubbish, but we are proud of ourselves. We turn a little bit of it. And then we pray with it. Our brothers in the Edo region, our brothers in Warri, our brothers in the Ijaw nations, our brother the Calabar, and every other nations in the Niger Delta region. I come to you with humility. Lend me your ears and listen to me. I don't seek to be a leader. Neither do I even seek to be a supreme leader. I'm just a carrier of knowledge, a carrier of voice. But I will not want to jump into, to put the cart before the horse. I want to start this video by simple prayer of tradition, because I am indeed a custodian of tradition. I am not ashamed anywhere I find myself. So nobody should make me look as if I've done bad by being constantly attached to my culture and tradition. What I'm about to say in this video, even our forefathers, our ancestors, I seek you to guide me. Whatever I'm going to say today, let it be according to the wishes of all the daughters and sons of the great Niger Delta region. I seek unity among all tribes in the region, but I really got my fingers burnt. Hence, a new course has been started today. Be with me, protect me. I am your son. The ancestors of Edo, listen to me. The ancestors of Warri Delta, the Robo region, listen to me. The ancestors of Ijo, listen to me. Guide my thoughts and guide my train of talks. Let it be filled with wisdom as I deal with this all, and not forgetting our Father, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen. Yes. Like I said, I am a custodian of tradition. In my tradition, one of the biggest tenets or one of the greatest foundations of my culture is respect. I can tell you that the people who are not brought up with respect, they are already littering the comment section. So if you want to know people who are brought with respect, go to the comment section and you already see it. I am an Robo man. There is no way somebody who I am older than, irrespective of my behavior, whether I have money or I have no money, my respect is ensured. That is my culture, and I'm very proud of it. And I'm sure it's the same culture with the Edo people, it's the same culture with the Ijo people, it's the same culture with the Calabar people, it's the same culture with almost every tribe that is in the Niger Delta region. Since certain people do not imbibe the virtue of respect, let the nations who carry respect as a basic tenet and foundation of their culture carry on their own. We have waited too long for some people to imbibe mutuality of respect. But let me take the story from beginning. Or I waited even 3 days longer. What is it they have about me to expose? And the next thing I saw is account statement being posted by certain group of ill-mannered people to say that they transferred some money to me. It's a shame that what was done with you in times of mutuality, in terms of understanding, some of these things you see on social media, they called me and said, Magnus, I saw your video, well done, I love your video, but what can I do to help you? Send me an account. And I did. I didn't know it was a trap that they set for me so that in the future they will post it like this, that I'm using it to make money. Look at me very well. Do I look like someone you will beg, you will buy with 30,000 naira? 10? It's a pity. It's a pity. Well, since you are not ready to do the things that are necessary for freedom, rather you put pride and arrogance and pomposity in front, we, the people who have been blessed with the nature of respect, have decided to carry on. And let me tell you, in the past 3 days, I've received calls from very important dignitaries of the Niger Delta region. And they begged me not to carry on with people who are not willing to learn the simplest of basics of life. Now, how did I come to this whole struggle? I didn't wake up one morning and said, I want to be an activist. I didn't. I was sleeping in the house one morning and I heard commotions, gunshots, right here in Plateau State. I didn't even brush, didn't take my bath. I just picked the very first available t-shirt and wore, and went to where the commotion was. On reaching there, I saw 3 young lads that were brought to the hospital. One was badly fired and was bleeding profusely. They were attacked by Fulani headsmen. That was way before we even had Fulani headsmen going into the south. I got angry and I instantly there made a video. And I said, God punish Buhari. Even gave Buhari my address. He should come and arrest me. This is 5 years since I made that video. And I didn't know how impactful that video was because I did it naturally as it came to my mind. I just did it without even considering anything. I just made it. And the video went very, very viral. And from then on, I now discovered that I have the gift of communication. Then I started talking. I did on that video imploring Osibanjo to step down and resign. But he refused. And then over the time, I started discovering that the real problem of the region was the lack of unity, the lack of cohesion among the different nations. But I also discovered that the Ijos do not have problem with Edo. The Edos do not have problem with Urobo. The Urobo do not have problem with Shekiri. The other nations, as you describe them as riverine, don't have problems with them. But anytime there is politics, the caliphate has a way of knocking their heads with the Igbo nation. I salute you, the Igbo nation. I salute those who have the virtue of respect. But the majority of those who have no respect are too much to even reason with. And therefore, it necessitates this action. So my action was, I felt the only solution that could checkmate the influx or incursion of the Fulani Caliphate into the region was to blend the Igbo nation and my people. Gentlemen, I must say that that mission has got my fingers really burned. While I try to do that, the only thing I get, join IPOB, join IPOB, join IPOB. And then I said, well, just to prove to these people that I don't have any ulterior motive, then I joined. When I joined IPOB, they said, start saying Nnamdi Kanu is our supreme leader. Nnamdi Kanu is our supreme leader. I said, where is this going? Where is this going? I have joined. My next crime was I should. No, I now saw that there's a gradual implementation to make me become the touts that you see on social media abusing and insulting people. Because I strongly believe that if you watch my videos from the first year to where we are today, my strategy was to build understanding in my listeners. Because if you have understanding, you have good strategy. But the other activists, I don't want to name names, emphasize more on pumping emotions into our youth. You know, sometimes I really don't want to blame our youth who flood the social media by insulting and abusing people, because the habit of insulting and abusing people came from those they listened to. So I felt I needed to put understanding in these people. And what is the understanding? The first understanding is to understand the divisive strategy of the caliphate on us. And that is in the division of the map. I did that map illustration without any sentiments or bias. I came out open. Some of the lectures didn't go well, didn't favor my people. And some of the lectures, but I noticed that anytime it didn't favor my people, the Igbo nations will be happy. And anytime I point out anything that is inimical with the way the Igbo man operates, they attack me. So I noticed that everything they wanted was for me to praise, 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 praise. Don't point out where we are bad. Just say we are good. Just say we are good. It's complete madness. Because nobody is perfect. No nation is perfect. Nobody is born correctly. I am not a perfect human being. So if somebody comes to say, Magnus, you are wrong here, and I begin to fight the person, it means I have another mischievous motive. No sane mind will argue with the mirror. Whatever the mirror says your face is, that is how your face is. Therefore, no character should argue with the society, because society is the mirror that measures your character. When we say you are doing this is bad and you're refusing to mend it, it means you don't want to change, and therefore your intention towards us are inimical. Simon Ekpa, you gave me 2 days. I waited. And you say you take me up. I waited. It's a shame that you people lack the ability of political strategy and you come on air and say you are fighting for freedom. You think fighting for freedom is pumping emotion into people, or wearing fancy suit, or dressing and filling your whole body with beads. Let me tell you, you have made me far more relevant than I was 4 days ago. Because my people, the great Urobo nation, have promised to be behind me. The Edo nations have promised to be behind me. The Ijaw nations are solidly behind me. The people that matter, our politicians, our governors, they are solidly behind me. So if you think that the only way you can bring me down is the pettiness of posting account statement of monies you transferred to me, some of which you asked me based on my videos of saying that I did very well. I love your video. I like the way you attack Sunday Adelaja. No, how are you coping in the north? I say my brother will suffer here. Say, no. You don't have a right to be suffer. Send me account, anything I want to give you. Then you all did this to me, and the next thing I see is you're posting it on social media saying that this is who I am. Me, Magnus Oraka. It's a pity. If this is how you want to get freedom, you've just blown it all. You've just shown how we've wasted our time, even remotely thinking that you can have a solution. So, we have formed the Niger Delta indigenous people. Those who have virtue of, those who have the foundation of respect, those who are willing to work with each other, those who do not feel for some reason that they are bigger than the other people. The Ijaw nation has its own fair share of population, but never for once have they tried to tell us that their population is more than any other tribe is there. In Delta State, the Urobo has a very large population, but at no point in time did we try to say, because we are more, we should lord it over the Shekiris or the Isokos and other tribes. That is exemplified in our governorship distribution. First it was Ibori and Urobo man, and we felt we've had our share. Let others, then Uduaga, Shekrim, and then Okowa and Igbo man. That is how people should think. Now you keep telling me that no, it is not an Igbo thing. You keep saying it's not an Igbo thing, and this whole structure is an Igbo thing. What do you want to fool? I, for instance, meant everything I said at the beginning. I meant everything I said about attempting to unify everybody. Even went to my hometown, though it wasn't a huge success, but it was a start to bring everybody together. Go to social media and you see the video where I held the Igbos and the Ijaws and the Urobos up and said, we are one. Rather than water that seed, the social media, they call them social media warriors, say it was a flop. And let me say something about that rally we had in the south. While we were trying to get that in work, the same people who told us that they are for all of us were busy frustrating that not to work. So it's a pity that this video is just to prove that the quest of unity with IPOB Igbo is not going to work. It's not going to work. Because I failed to see where we said, let's come to a round table this thing and discuss how we are going to live. He said, no, you cannot meet us. We should come and meet you. And I said, the same pride that guides you not to feel it necessary to meet us for dialogue is the same pride that is preventing us from just joining you without some sort of understanding on how we are going to be together. Do you know that the only thing that is stopping us from solving our problem is pride? Somebody has to come down his high horse and then we move on from there. I have never seen a struggle that is fought with pride, insults, abuses, curses, and trying to do others. Anybody that is coming up, these IPOB members try as much as possible to bring him down. And that's what is happening. This one is coming up, you attack him and you kill the person. This one is coming up, you attack him and you bring it. But this person is coming up and identify that Nnamdi Kanu is my supreme leader. Oh, okay, that's all. If this one come, hey, Nnamdi Kanu is my leader. Oh, that's fine, you are good to go. It can't work like that because a struggle is not about an individual. It is called government of the people, by the people, and for the people. In this definition, there's no name of a person, because at the end of the day, it's about the people. That is why when I started this video, I said I recognized the kings of Edo State, the kings of the Roboland, the kings of the Ijaw nation, because they are very important. I, a small boy, have no place to discredit the very traditional institution that I was born to come and meet. I cannot discredit it. My governors, they are as very much important, even though they may not be exactly satisfactory, but they still remain one of the arms that we have to fight against a common enemy. All we need to do is to somehow reach them and tell them what we need, because they represent us. But that does not give me reasons to be discrediting them on social media. Our politicians are representative. We may not be happy with what they are doing in that, but does not give us the right to attack them in foreign lands and tear their clothes on their body and say we are showing them for not representing elsewhere. Because first of all, they are our elders. My culture has trained me not to use my own authority or discrepancy to attack our elders. That is the beauty of my culture. So, I have come here that I am done being a gentleman. I am done pursuing a venture that is not possible. Do you know how infuriating it is to me to see that while the Fulani army is busy filling our territory, what bothers some of us is the repositioning of their nations. What you can't do or what you can do, we can't go and beg you, we can't go and this, we can't go and that. When the army is busy repositioning themselves. The fact that these people have filled our... Somebody called me and asked me, oh my God. Somebody called me and asked me and said, for the Fulanis to take over our land and be killing us, and for the Igbos to be our leaders, which do I choose? I told them, God punish your mouth, for both of you are the same thing. Go away and put off the phone. Is that a choice you are presenting to me? To choose between Fulani killing me and taking my land, and for the Igbo man to leave me? The man called me, I have his number, I will text the number to you in the comment section if you want me to text the number. So as time went on, I'm beginning to see that, look, having said so, this video I'm making, there are some very important, very nice Igbo friends. See, I'm making this video and I'm having pains in my heart because it's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them. Very nice, but their populations are few, very, very few, compared to the touts and traders you have all over the place, insulting and abusing people. It's not only on social media, even in the place I go to relax. They still tell you. The one where I relaxed was telling me, I said, is Nnamdi Kanu the supreme leader of IPOB or supreme leader of Biafra? He said supreme leader of everything. So, and supreme leader of Biafra that you are asking me to come and join. We cannot subscribe to any supreme leader. We can't. I can't. At what point did this struggle become about an individual, that so much emphasis is now placed on an individual? Nnamdi Kanu is a nice man. I don't have anything against him. I don't have anything against him. He's a nice person. I've not spoken with him, so I'm yet to make any conclusion about who he is. You're blocking the I'm yet to make any conclusion about who he is. But I've spoken with other people. I've spoken with Tony Nadi. I've spoken with Saad Dokubo. I've spoken with other people, and I've seen that they have good intentions, very, very good intention. And because of that, I like to say we align completely with the ideals of the Lower Niger Congress. We align strongly with our brother Asai Dokubo, who has a great passion for everybody and not to laud himself as leader or anything. We want people who pursue the interests of the people above themselves. We want people who will come and say you are fighting for me and place less emphasis about yourself. But this is not what we have about the people who say they are in the forefront of this struggle. Because over the time, we begin to see that it is more about repositioning their person or themselves through one person above everybody. We cannot accept that. We cannot accept that. Please, if you know you have done me any favor and you are angered by this thing, please delete me, stop following me, come out and say what you have ever said. You know, per se, you send me money that you said you are going to help me with. It's a pity. That does not mean that I want controversy, because this is really honest. If you set my heart, this is not really what I want. This is not really what I want, and I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart. But we cannot continue waiting for you people to get the act right and do what is necessary. You keep thinking about your ego when there is no time for that. What we want is for assurances that don't tell me I should join a struggle without clearly saying what my interests will be and what if my fears are taken care of. And such things should be in writing and signatories of very important personalities. Don't say the old this and just start lumping people anyhow. Say this and say join. And then at the sideline, you are placing a supreme leader, you are placing command and control structure, you are placing everything, then people should just come and join. When the command and control structure does not have my input, I am not party to determining the supreme leader, but I should just come and join. The Jaws and this, they are all under, they are part of Biafra. It's so funny the way people think. And the Simon Ekpa that you're trying to undermine me, that I've stayed in the north, other people have stayed in the north. Those who stayed in the north, how many of them are in the north are still doing what I'm doing? We talk and talk and talk and talk. Let me tell you one thing so that I wrap this video from here. Very recently, you know that there are some 15 Chinese expatriates who came into Nigeria as at the time there was lockdown. And today they are telling you that the Chinese expatriates are not, they can't be found. Their whereabouts are not known. But because we talk too much, we quarrel too much, certain things happen in front of us, we don't know. But to me, who live in the north, with the kind of IQ I have, and let me tell you, Mr. Simon Ekpa, this struggle is not about wearing fancy suit and rolling on a chair and showing your opulent office to show that you are a class. This is not about that. It's about what's in here. It's about your IQ. These Chinese expatriates were in Nigeria, they disappeared. Do you know that it was after the Chinese expatriates came that we saw the sudden influx of the Almajiri people into the south? Now, for somebody who thinks you should be able to add that occurrence with this occurrence, because let me tell you, the Chinese knew that the Europe came to colonize Africa with the gun. Chinese is coming to colonize Africa with money. And as far as Nigeria is concerned, what they are trying to do is to get the South. And that includes you, the Igbo people, and the South and everybody. So the idea that they should start infiltrating the South is given to them by China. Because the same people defending the whereabouts of China, saying that they don't know the whereabouts of China, are the same caliphate people. Are the same caliphate that are defending the whereabouts of this. So it's a pity. It's a pity that all my efforts after 5 years to bring people together was in vain. I told you I was ready for this fight. If it is a fight of insults, we are ready. If it's a fight of abusing, I'm ready. The next thing you do is probably try to eliminate me. The God and my ancestors that I've prayed to will protect me. This Jesus I serve will protect me. So it's a pity. It's not too late. We, the Niger Delta people, we are not the offensive type. Our arms are open to those who want to be our friend. If you want to be our friend, come to us, we'll open you. But you must come with a resolve to respect us. And when I say respect, it doesn't mean that you will kneel down and bow down. And no. Just talk to us with respect. Seek our consent. Tell us what you have for us in the new. And stop peddling leadership to us when for something we've not even gotten. So I rest my case in this time. Up Niger Delta, up Bende, up Robo.